Minister Alain, thank you for joining us here at the ICD, and also thank you for your key speech upstairs. And we want to start with some questions for you. First one is about cultural diplomacy, and my question is, how has cultural diplomacy been effectively used in the Seychelles? And the follow-up question is, what does cultural diplomacy mean personally to you?
Okay, cultural diplomacy, as far as a small island like us, will be something that we will all look at it in different lights. For us as Seychelles, cultural diplomacy is a friendly approach we take to the world. Firstly, we need to be, you can't have culture without being friendly with the countries. So you need to go back. This is why Seychelles has one terminology, friends of all and enemies of none. So we are friendly with every country of the world. But it's a country that has developed its tourism policy, and that is for the last 5 years based on culture. And when you put culture, you put people in the forefront. We don't believe that somebody will come and visit us just to stay in a hotel bed, to sit on a beach, but it's more because what we have is seen dear to them as well. So to have culture, and it is the one thing that has a DNA that is only us that has it. It is our DNA, it is our culture and our people. So we use culture to move forward our tourism industry, and this culture then gives us a way of opening doors with the other countries of the world, and then we have cultural diplomacy in its forefront.
That's interesting.
This conference is about global trends and creative economies. Does sustainable tourism have a place in creative economies, and in which way?
Well, creative economy is a new way of looking at the economy. You create it because you want it to be something that sets its base for the future. But sustainable tourism, to ensure that your tourism industry is not only something for today, but that if you're planning the economy or creating your economy for the future, it has to be something that sustains itself, that is there for the long term. This is in the forefront of our planning and remains in the forefront of our planning. Today we have our own sustainable tourism label, and it is something that we are encouraging hotels not only to reap the benefits of tourism, but to work with us to ensure that their practices are the best practices for a sustainable tourism drive. And there it is, some simple things from energy saving bulbs, or harvesting water, or ensuring that what we do has the breakdown of rubbish coming out of a hotel is broken down so that what can be recycled is recycled, what is food can go to farms so that they are prepared for different animals to eat. We are looking at it so nothing is wasted, and that as much as the people can benefit from it, the country must see the benefits. Because what we don't use, we're going to import new ones. So let us reuse it and reuse it to the end products itself.
In terms of tourism, what is the Seychelles doing to become a sustainable economy, and what is the new tourism master plan?
Okay, we did a tourism master plan some 2 years ago. It is a new tourism master plan to relook at how we can remain with a tourism industry that will be secured for the long term. This master plan gives us breaking the islands into different areas where we have a land use plan, so we know what we will build and what type of hotels we will build. Before investors come in, we know already what we want. But we go deeper than that. It also says how many people we will train in our tourism academy to ensure that the frontline staff in hotels must have a reflection of us. Otherwise, you will get to Seychelles and you will find that you don't know who's a Seychellois anymore. So we make it a must that the frontline people have us in there. But it goes then even deeper. The sustainable label that we dish out, we're now going to have a brochure that markets Seychelles, and in this marketing, sustainable tourism, hotels that have that label will be highlighted as being an asset for the country. So we're trying to tell the other hotels, rise your game, play the game with us, and we will help sell you, because you are then conscious that what you have is for the future of our country.
Your Honor, thank you very much. And since like tourism in Seychelles is like the backbone of the economy, do you think, or like, is it actually true that like tourism can contribute to the revival of other sector, so that it diversifies the Seychelles economy? Would it be possible that it would like contribute to other sector of economy?
Totally, totally. When you have a pillar of an economy, everything else circles around it. And the stronger that economy is, the stronger the pillar is, so it is well founded. Every other smaller industries or economies will come up from it. Today I can tell you the agricultural side of Seychelles or the fishing economy is based on the strength of the tourism industry. The more you have this, the more the others take up. The shipping routes. We have our own tankers in Seychelles, our own shipping lines. And this works better because the tourism industry is buoyant. The airline is working because the tourism industry is very buoyant. Seychelles has today a very secured and solid economy. And it is because the tourism industry has done so well. Last year it was 11% up on the year before. This year so far it is 6% up on last year. So we keep having not only growth in numbers, but an increase in the yield that we make from tourism. But we never can rest on our laurels. We have to be proactive. We have to ensure that Seychelles remain visible in the world. For it to, because it is visible, it remains relevant in the community of nations as a tourism destination. But this is when you talk about, does it help the other industries? We went down the events route to ensure that the artisans of the country, those that prepare and sell artisanal, can see the benefits in all the events that we do. So the Made in Seychelles label is then put in the forefront for everybody to find himself in the industry that is the pillar of the economy.
So do you think that the Seychelles model of tourism could be duplicated in other countries? And
Well,
if so, what would that country be? Even though that's
it is an excellent question. There's no one shoe fit all.
okay,
It cannot
That's
be.
true. Yeah, that's true.
We are a small economy and we depend on tourism, so we work hard at it. And I know the President of the Republic always tells me in cabinet meetings, do what you want with it, but ensure that it works. But we have to make sure that we are always growing it, but growing it with imagination, so that you are always in the forefront. Today, and I said this when I started talking today, every country at ITB today is saying, I am the best. Every single one. But you as a traveler must be convinced that there are some key ingredients that you want as a traveler. And today, a runway we want, safety is one. Cleanliness is one. This area, what you meet the inhabitants of the country is one. If you're just going to find everybody in Victoria, the capital of Seychelles, that is nothing to do with Seychelles, you would say, why am I there? I can take a little town somewhere and pluck the same people. So we are conscious. We open the tap or close the tap of different markets as we watch visitor arrival numbers to ensure that what you see is the diversity that we want Seychelles to have on a day-to-day basis.
That's nice. I heard you in your keynote speech talking about a master's degree that is related to tourism, and I would like to elaborate on that. So my question is, how or does Seychelles actually put in education and educational advancement for youth for the service of the sector of tourism, or it's the other way around?
Seychelles is very conscious that we need an educated people. We're a very small country, 86,000 people. We have free education. It's totally free all the way to university. But we ensure that those that don't want to do a university degree, being a doctor or a lawyer, or that they can find a trade that will give them life so that they can be part and parcel of the continued development of Seychelles. This is why we have maritime training school, we have a tourism academy, we have an agricultural school. So we will then give people opportunities. But as a small country, we know that we have to be committed in training our workforce, in opening doors for our people, to the end, so that they are as qualified as they can be to help the country grow.
Minister Alain Saint, thank you very much for joining us here today at the ICD. Thank you for your insightful input, and we'd like to see you again here at the ICD.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.